Mahmudi from Sweden. Turсын wearing the gold of the Asian Open champion.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, here we go for our first final of the day. We are in the female atomweight division and we are scheduled for three-minute rounds. Let me introduce your fighters. Firstly, fighting out of the blue corner, she is the reigning Asia Open champion from Kazakhstan, Аян Турсын. And to face her in the red corner, representing Sweden, Bezhan Mahmudi. With your referee, Mr. Kostya Chaban from the Ukraine.
Turсын beat Hernandez of Mexico by unanimous decision.
My comment, if I say stop, you stop. Touch gloves, good luck.
But Dean Mahmudi, her opponent, Geraldo from Mexico, failed to make weight, so she's had a clear passage in that semi-final. She will be the fresher of the two, but Turсын, as we said, not only the Asian Open champion, but on a real 5-fight win streak.
Presence at the World Championship Finals is a very treacherous landscape, so the buy-ins, the rest, the psychological builds-up, she's had all that time to consolidate herself now to perform in the cage.
Yeah, so it's Mahmudi looking to come forward from that low crouch, boxer-style crouch here. And light on her feet, Turсын, as you can see, just waiting, you feel, for Mahmudi to initiate so she can react to that, looking to draw Mahmudi in.
Turсын used some beautiful footwork there. She'll often pivot off her lead foot to gain that angle to land that power rear hand.
And immediately it was Mahmudi went for the single leg, but look at the quick reversal here from Аян Турсын into the guard of Bezhan Mahmudi. Slickly done, Dean.
Yeah, Turсын did a great job of making sure that she establishes the top position. Got to be careful of the armbar here, posturing out really well. Nice hammer fist there, that will facilitate the pass. Oh, but there's a sweep and the leg lock attempt from Mahmudi. Mahmudi now looking for the crucifix here, Malcolm. She's looking to isolate both the arms of Turсын.
And she's got big support here already early in the day here at these finals from the Swedish team, and looking, as you said, now to isolate that right arm. Oh, here we go, Dean.
She'll look to dive that hand underneath the chin as well for the choke, potentially to look to establish both hooks here for optimum control of the back position. She's got a bit of time to work here, Malcolm. She's got to get that right leg on the inside of the hip. There we go. Now she's got optimum control. Flattening her out now, the big left hand slamming in. The referee's looking on here, Malcolm.
This could be it, Dean. I mean, Turсын, I said, on a hot winning streak, but look at Mahmudi here, and again, flattens Turсын out, looking for this rear naked choke. She's coming into this final, as I said, fresh. Oh, got to watch the back of the head there, the referee telling her that, but now, side to side, this could be a quick first round finish for Bezhan Mahmudi, the Swede.
Tursyn's got to work out this position here. She's got to try and get to her feet and try and work the escapes, try and get her back flat to the mat, hips to the sky. She's got to make sure that she goes to the opposite side of the choking arm. So whichever choking arm is underneath her neck, the fingers of her opponent is the way to leave. That's the way out here. Body triangle now from Turсын. Back to the hooks.
And Turсын trying to keep those arms trapped. She's got just over 20 seconds to survive now. But it's been a torrid opening round for the young lady from Kazakhstan.
This is the first world final, having previously achieved bronze for Turсын. So she's definitely delivering here in the opening round at this atomate bout. Both hooks in now. Got their arms trapped a little bit, I think. We're looking to see if she can land some knees at the end of the round.
So Bezhan Mahmudi, huge round for the young lady from Sweden, and it was from a takedown by Turсын. And then, as you said, she did that wonderful reversal. Then after that, for me, it was all Mahmudi.
Mahmudi did a great job of establishing position before the submission or the ground and pound, making sure she has control of her opponent. Check out the replay here, nice leg kick. She just whistles past with that right hand. Turсын with a nice footwork, but there was the initiation of Mahmudi. Outside trip. There's the outside strip, but watch how Turсын does a great job of bridging up with those hips, getting the hips higher than their opponents, and landing in the half guard.
But after that, she found herself in this position for almost over a minute of the rounding. Big opening round for Mahmudi from Sweden. And Tursin slow to get to her feet there. I think she wasn't prepared for that onslaught in this opening round from Mahmudi. And a smile from Mahmudi. She must have been pleased with that opening round. Very confident coming into the second here.
Mahmudi's got to set up this takedown here, but she's got to use her strikes to disguise that level change. She potentially try and push Tursin back to the cage, but Tursin's got excellent footwork. You see there, she's immediately circles off after she throws the left hook. So what Mahmudi needs to do is fire the combinations, make Tursin think upstairs and then shoot downstairs.
Yes, Tursin light on her feet, as Dean says, probing with the jab at the moment, moving laterally constantly. But Bezhan Mahmudi, we saw in the first round, capable of the takedown. She's patient, and it's just a battle of wits at the moment. A bit of chess going on there in terms of who's going to initiate first. And really, Mahmudi can afford this patience after that first round, Dean. She's got one in the bag, and as we've always said, just 3 rounds. That first round is so vital.
Yeah, she's taking center cage here as well. It's saying to the judges that I'm controlling this cage here. She's in the center, forcing Tursin to work on the outside. She's not throwing enough volume of strikes for me, though. Just singular shots. Going to allow Tursin to consolidate that information and look for the counter.
Yes, Tursin left leg right hand combination. And you feel that Mahmudi will be looking for that single leg as she did in the first round, but just waiting for the right opportunity. Little right hook around the guard of Tursin. Looks for it again now, looks for the lockup. Tursin aware though, looks to get that leg up, but as you said, forced the cage, but turns back to the center of the cage here. And Tursin certainly, as you alluded to, Dean, not wanting to be pressed up against that cage wire.
Her footwork is really her friend here. The second she feels like she's in danger or she's getting backed up, she circles off. She'll pivot on that front foot, change the angle so she can enable herself to come at a different angle.
Oh, the double jab, the second jab landed on Mahmudi. And lands it again, and she's just out of range of the replies. Now, Dean, although for long periods Mahmudi has had centre cage, if it stays like this as we go into the last 30 seconds, she is just being peppered with these little shots from Tursin.
Yeah, well, these punches are definitely landing, definitely getting through. Tursin is effectively striking here, which is what's imperative for Mahmudi now. Just with 25 seconds left on the clock, she needs to get the takedown here.
And then suddenly she comes forward, 3-punch combination, and it's Mahmudi forced to back up. Good timing here from Аян Турсын in the second round, which on our unofficial scorecards, if she keeps this up as she's doing there, doubling up on that lead leg, will be a round apiece going into the third and final round. This tie-up very, very late from Mahmudi. It's the right tactic, but right literally on the buzzer, Dean.
Yeah, I mean, even then it's more of a guard jump than it was a takedown. So you could argue that one would have gone to Tursin, and the fact that she was effectively striking. She was on the outside, but she was using her footwork, using the strikes. There's definitely a few that landed that wobbled Mahmudi just ever so slightly. If we look at the replay here, these punches are getting through Malcolm. That was a nice combination.
And she doubled up on the leg as well. So I agree with you, Dean. It's those little moments that she burst forward, make sure she stayed on her feet. She avoided the one takedown attempt in the middle of the round. And so on our unofficial scorecard, which obviously is 3 judges at cage side, this is so beautifully balanced going into the third, Dean.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's questionable for Mahmudi that she lost that round, this is the round that she needs to make a difference. She's got to bite down on that gum shield, keep the hands up nice and high, throw these combinations to disguise the level change for the takedown.
So they both smile in this third and final round. It is, in one way, Dean, just great to be here in the actual world final, but now they'll be straight back to business and wanting that gold. And obviously for Tursin, she'll want to add to the Asian Open by becoming the world champion.
Doesn't establish that jab early on. Look at that footwork on the outside. He's the right hand there.
Oh, went to jump guard and grabbed that left arm of Turсын Mahmudi.
Amazing transition. She went for the flying armbar, the switch to triangle, then to the omoplata. Now she's on the leg lock. Excellent transitions here from Mahmudi.
Yes, Bezhan Mahmudi, you can hear the Swedish team now.
Turсын reaching over to shake her opponent off the head. She's going to use the head as a bit of leverage. She's trying to pull her off her back and ultimately land on top.
Yes, this was vital who started the round well in round 3 with possibly 1 round each. And it's the Swede Bezhan Mahmudi who starts so strongly. And there's plenty of time for her as well here, Dean.
Yeah, this is definitely what she wanted. In a dominant position, being able to flatten out her opponent, to fire those strikes in. But again, use the strikes to set up something here. In this case, it's going to be the submission. She's already got the fight to the ground. She's got to use these punches, a la Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor, to slip that arm underneath the neck and finish with a choke.
Trying to posture up here, Аян Турсын.
Mahmudi needs to make sure she comes back down below towards the belt line here of Turсын, otherwise she risks being shook off at the back completely and in the bottom position. She might be trying to set up an armbar here, potentially a Kimura. But with a minute left here, she doesn't really want to be on the bottom. She wants to make sure that she maintains the top position. I'd like to see her post out with her left arm and then try and walk back down towards the belt line of Turсын to re-establish the hooks.
Yes, we're inside the final minute, almost the final 30 seconds of a very tough contest indeed.
Mahmudi now working on the right arm of Turсын, potentially looking for the armbar here. She'll try and sneak that left leg over the face, or even behind the neck here. She can opt to do that for the armbar. Here we go, behind the neck, looks for the reversal, rolls around, Turсын follows.
But the problem for Turсын is we're in the final 10 seconds, and for me, this could be rounds 1 and 3 in dominant fashion for Mahmudi here from Sweden, and it'll be a real upset given the form. She's rolling, is it over? Has she got it?
Now the time there,
the timer.
The bell, that was lucky. Very, very lucky. I mean, Mahmudi did a great job of rolling Turсын around to expose the spider's web and then go belly down after that to get more leverage to pull the arm out. Turсын had a real strong grip on her bicep. But that is going to make a huge statement in that third round for Mahmudi.
And I think rounds 1 and 3 to the Swede, and I said if you look at current form, she was the underdog, and I've got a feeling she's going to take this, Dean.
Take a look at the replay here. Just at the end of the bell, she gets into the optimum position for the armbar. Watch how she secures the head. She rolls belly down, which promotes Turсын to go to her back here. But she ran out of time. That was very, very close. Impressive atomweight fight. The first fight of the day at the IMAF 2019 World Championships. But we'll go to the judges' scorecards to render a decision. Who's going to go home with the gold, Kazakhstan or Sweden?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, now after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score the contest 29 points to 28 points. So your winner by unanimous decision, and now the 2019 IMAF WAMA Female Atomweight Champion of the World, the red corner from Sweden, Bezhan Mahmudi.
Bezhan Mahmudi walking away with the IMAF 2019 World Gold Championship. She'll join Malcolm Martin.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your champion, Bezhan Mahmudi. Bezhan, you've just taken on the Asian Open champion. You've beaten her, and now that means you are the world champion. How does that feel?
It feels great. I actually expected it. I've trained for a long time, and I've taken a lot of fights against heavier people, and that really like prepares you to go against people your size, because this is nothing. Like strength-wise, I have fought like straw weights and flyweights, and I felt like that really prepared me for this division.
Well, it was an incredible contest, but we have your new atomweight world champion, and it is Bezhan Mahmudi from Sweden.
I'll try and pull away from it for this one. If we can get someone to go, because I'm not ripping into it. So just spin it. And that was a nice little lead into it. That was good.
Сражайся с другими. Побеждай себя.